Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt small? You're not alone, because the more we learn about the universe, the more it reminds us just how strange, beautiful, and mysterious everything really is. So let's take a trip across time, space, and science and discover the most mind-blowing facts about the universe. No exaggerations, just truth. And it's more incredible than anything we could make up. Let's begin. Fact 1. You are made of stardust. Yes, literally. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the oxygen you breathe, all of it was forged in the heart of dying stars. Billions of years ago, massive stars exploded in supernovas, scattering their elements across space. Eventually, some of that dust and gas formed our sun, our Earth, and us. In a very real way, we are children of the stars. Fact 2. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. It sounds unbelievable, but it's true. Scientists estimate that there are about 100 billion galaxies in the observable universe, and each galaxy can have hundreds of billions of stars. That's more stars than every grain of sand on every beach, desert, and sandbox on Earth. And that's just the observable universe. There could be far more beyond what we can see. Fact 3. Light from distant stars takes millions or even billions of years to reach us. When you look up at the night sky, you're not just looking at stars, you're looking back in time. The light from the Andromeda Galaxy, for example, takes about 2.5 million years to reach Earth. That means what you're seeing is how that galaxy looked over 2 million years ago. You're looking at ancient light. Some of the stars you see at night might not even exist anymore. Their light just hasn't caught up yet. Fact 4. The universe is expanding faster and faster. For a long time, scientists thought the universe's expansion might slow down after the Big Bang. But they were wrong. In 1998, astronomers discovered that the universe isn't just expanding. It's doing so at an accelerating rate. Something which we now call dark energy is pushing the universe apart faster and faster. And the crazy part? We still don't know what dark energy actually is. It makes up about 68% of the universe. And it's basically a total mystery. Fact 5. Space is not completely empty. We often think of space as pure nothingness, but even in the darkest, quietest parts of space, there's still something. Tiny particles, stray photons, wisps of gas. A single cubic centimeter of empty space contains a few hydrogen atoms. It might not sound like much, but over billions of miles it adds up. In fact, every second, Earth moves through about 100 tons of cosmic dust floating in space. Fact 6. Neutron stars are so dense, a teaspoon would weigh 1 billion tons. When a massive star collapses, it can form a neutron star, a city-sized object with the mass of the Sun, crushed into something just a few miles wide. How dense is that? If you scooped up a teaspoon of neutron star material, it would weigh around 1 billion tons. That's like stuffing every car on Earth into a sugar cube. The gravity on its surface is so strong it would tear atoms apart. Fact 7. Black holes aren't actually holes. Despite the name, black holes aren't holes at all. They're regions of space where gravity is so strong, nothing, not even light, can escape. They form when a massive star collapses under its own gravity. But black holes don't suck things in. You could orbit one safely just like we orbit the Sun, as long as you don't get too close. What's even weirder is that black holes may warp time itself. Near one, time would slow down dramatically compared to Earth. It's not science fiction, it's real physics. Fact 8. The Sun is not a giant ball of fire. We often picture the Sun as a blazing fireball, but that's not really accurate. The Sun isn't burning like wood or coal. It's fusing hydrogen into helium at its core, releasing massive amounts of energy in the process. This nuclear fusion powers the Sun and gives us sunlight. Every second, the Sun converts about 600 million tons of hydrogen into energy. But don't worry, it still has around 5 billion years of fuel left. Fact 9. The moon is slowly moving away from Earth right now. The moon is drifting away from us at about 1.5 inches per year. That might not sound like much, but over millions of years it adds up. Hundreds of millions of years ago, the moon was much closer and it made Earth's tides more extreme. In the distant future, this slow drift will eventually make total solar eclipses impossible. One day, the moon will appear too small to completely cover the sun. Fact 10. Time moves slower the faster you go. This isn't just theory, it's a proven fact. It's called time dilation, and it's part of Einstein's theory of relativity. If you were on a spaceship moving close to the speed of light, time would pass more slowly for you than for someone on Earth. Astronauts on the International Space Station experience this effect slightly. Their clocks tick just a bit slower than ours. Now, it's only microseconds, but it's real. Fact 11. There's a giant water cloud in space. About 12 billion light-years away, scientists found a massive cloud of water vapor. It's the largest and farthest one we've ever discovered. How big is it? It holds about 140 trillion times the water in all of Earth's oceans combined. That's right, a gigantic reservoir of water floating in space from the early universe. Fact 12. The coldest place in the universe is a natural cloud of gas. The Boomerang Nebula is about 5,000 light-years from Earth, and it's one of the coldest known places in the universe, colder than empty space itself. It's only 1 degree Kelvin above absolute zero. That's negative 458 degrees Fahrenheit, colder than the background temperature of space. This freezing nebula is so cold because it's rapidly expanding, and that expansion cools the gas inside. Fact 13. Most of the universe is invisible. Everything we see, planets, stars, galaxies, makes up less than 5% of the total universe. The rest? It's made up of dark matter and dark energy. We can't see them, we can't touch them, but we know they're there because of how they affect gravity and the expansion of space. Dark matter holds galaxies together. Without it, they'd fly apart, and dark energy is pushing everything apart faster and faster. We don't fully understand either one. Fact 14. There may be more universes. Some scientists believe our universe might not be the only one. This is called the multiverse theory. It's still very hypothetical, but it suggests there could be countless other universes, each with different laws of physics, different stars, maybe even different versions of reality. We don't have solid proof yet, but the math allows for it. If it's true, our universe might just be one bubble in an infinite cosmic foam. Fact 15. Earth is in constant motion, and so are you. Right now, you're sitting still, but you're actually moving fast. Earth spins at over 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. It's also orbiting the sun at about 67,000 miles per hour. And the sun is moving through the galaxy at roughly 500,000 miles per hour. Add it all up, and you're traveling through space at nearly 1,000,000 miles per hour. And yet, you don't feel a thing. Fact 16. There are rogue planets drifting through space. Alone. Not every planet orbits a star. Some planets called rogue planets have been ejected from their solar systems and now drift alone through the darkness of space. Scientists estimate there could be billions of these starless planets in our galaxy alone. Some might be larger than Jupiter, and even without sunlight, they could still have heat deep within maybe even subsurface oceans. It's a silent kind of loneliness. And yet, those worlds are out there. Fact 17. You can fit all the planets in the solar system between Earth and the Moon. The average distance between Earth and the Moon is about 238,000 miles. If you lined up Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, they would all fit in that space with some room to spare. It's one of those facts that seems wrong, but it's completely true. The Moon feels close, but it's much farther than it looks. Fact 18. One day, the night sky will go dark. The universe is expanding. Over billions of years, that expansion will continue and speed up. Eventually, distant galaxies will move so far away that their light will no longer reach us. To future civilizations, the night sky might look completely empty. They won't see other galaxies. They might not even know they exist. We live in a special time, a time when the sky's full of light from the past, and one day, that light will be gone. Fact 19. There's a giant star that could explode any day now. It's called Betelgeuse, a red supergiant star in the constellation Orion. It's nearing the end of its life, and one day it will explode in a supernova. That explosion could be visible from Earth, even during the day. Will it happen tomorrow? Next year? Or in 100,000 years? We don't know. But it will happen. And when it does, it'll be a show unlike anything we've ever seen. Fact 20. Galaxies can collide and ours will too. The Milky Way is on a collision course with our closest neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy. They're hurtling toward each other at over 250,000 miles per hour. And in about 4 billion years, they'll crash and merge into a new, larger galaxy. Don't worry, we'll probably survive. Galaxies are mostly empty space, so the stars themselves likely won't collide. But the sky? It'll change forever. Fact 21. There's a star that blinks. Every 22 minutes, scientists recently found a strange object about 15,000 light years away. It gives off a powerful radio signal every 22 minutes, like clockwork. That's extremely unusual. Most stars and cosmic objects don't behave like this. We're not sure what it is. It could be an exotic kind of neutron star, or something entirely new. Space keeps surprising us. Fact 22. The universe has no center. This one can hurt your brain a little. There's no center of the universe. No edge either. The universe is expanding everywhere, all at once. Every galaxy sees itself as the center, because everything is moving away from everything else. It's not like an explosion from a single point. It's more like a balloon inflating, where every point on the surface moves away from every other point. It's weird, but that's what the math and the evidence tell us. Fact 23, there's a galaxy that looks like a giant eye. It's called NGC 4151, and from Earth, it looks like a glowing human eye staring back at us from deep space. What's even stranger is that it has a supermassive black hole at its center, millions of times the mass of the sun, shooting out beams of energy. It's beautiful, eerie, and completely real. Fact 24. You can smell space astronauts who return from spacewalks say their suits smell faintly of burnt steak or welding fumes. That's because high-energy particles and dying stars leave behind a cloud of complex molecules, like ozone, carbon compounds, and metal ions. It clings to the suits when astronauts re-enter the spacecraft. It's not the scent of nothing, it's the scent of cosmic chemistry. Fact 25. There's a planet that rains glass. Sideways. Imagine a world where it rains shards of glass, whipping sideways at thousands of miles per hour. That's HD 189733b, an exoplanet located 63 light-years from Earth. Its deep blue color comes from silicate particles in the atmosphere, and violent winds tear across it at 5,000 miles per hour. It's beautiful, but deadly. Fact 26. Some stars die with a whisper, not a bang. We're used to hearing about stars exploding into supernovas, but some stars just vanish. Astronomers believe that massive stars can collapse directly into black holes without a visible explosion. One moment they're there, the next, they're gone. It's called a failed supernova, and it's one of the quietest deaths in the universe. Fact 27. The largest known structure in the universe isn't a galaxy. It's called the Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall. It's a giant cluster of galaxies over 10 billion light-years across. That's so large, it actually challenges our understanding of how the universe is supposed to be structured. It's so big, it shouldn't even exist. And yet it does. Fact 28. The universe might loop back on itself. We think of the universe as infinite, but it might not be. Some scientists think the universe could be finite but unbounded, meaning if you traveled far enough in one direction, you'd eventually end up where you started. Like walking in a straight line on the surface of a globe. This theory hasn't been proven, but some patterns in the cosmic background radiation suggest it might be true. Fact 29. The speed of light is the universal speed limit. Nothing in the universe can go faster than light, not even information. If you sent a message to a planet 100 light years away, it would take 100 years to get there, no matter how powerful your technology is. It's one of the hardest limits in physics, and so far, nothing has ever broken it. Fact 30. The universe had a beginning, but maybe not an end. We know the universe began about 13.8 billion years ago with the Big Bang. But how it will end, that's still unknown. Will it keep expanding forever until galaxies are so far apart that no new stars form? Will it collapse back in on itself? Or will it stretch until space itself tears apart? We don't know. But the end, if there is one, could be trillions of years away. So here we are, on a tiny blue planet, orbiting an ordinary star, in a galaxy that's just one of hundreds of billions. And yet, we're able to look out, ask questions, and understand pieces of this vast, mysterious universe. That alone might be the most mind-blowing fact of all. The universe is wild, strange, beautiful, sometimes terrifying, and completely, absolutely real. And no matter how much we learn, it still finds ways to surprise us. So stay curious, because space isn't just out there, it's ours.